as you can see, trying to get to it, but I can't hold it with my hand.
I can't sit in this passenger seat anymore, PT.
Oh my goodness. Holy cow.
Welcome back to our not so cheap VA STI build, where previous episode you saw us install this COBB NexGen Stage 2 plus FlexFuel power package. We also installed this, which we'll explain momentarily. And in today's episode, we're gonna take this thing for a drive and we're gonna test it on both pump gas. Around here, we'll use probably 93 or 94 pump gas, as well as E85, which I just picked up from our friends at BMS Tuning. We did include the installation of COBB's air oil separator in the previous video, and we didn't really explain why, because it's not part of their Stage 2 NexGen power package. It's a separate mod that we're adding because it's a really effective way of taking oily vapors and oil out of the exhaust tract, which are normally recirculated back in the intake. Those oily vapors in your combustion can actually cause pre-ignition or detonation, so it's really nice to separate those out. And part of the reason this is actually a 50 state legal, CARB EO numbered, legal in California modification is that they have coolant lines that go to it, and that warms the canister and actually helps the oily vapors separate from the air and then get caught in the can. So it's actually a fully emissions legal modification, which is pretty awesome. It's on the hit list is replacing this rear, what do they call it, engine stopper or dog bone. Basically prevents the engine from rocking forward and backward, I would assume. But we are gonna upgrade to a hard race one, which obviously has their hardened rubber bushings in it. It's gonna reduce compliance there, but will prevent a lot of excessive engine rocking, which can go all the way down the driveline and actually affect the precision and feel of your shifter. So I think this is a worthwhile upgrade. Plus this shiny blue color, I mean, what's that, PT? 5 horsepower?
I know, PT. That's really what we're putting it in.
That's what we're here for, guys.
Now for, what is this, the fourth or fifth time that I've reinstalled the intercooler on this car. It is finicky because you do have to get this coupler onto the turbo and then this coupler here, and now we have a bunch of extra hoses here, so that's gonna be a bit of a challenge. And I know some of you are gonna ask, why are we not upgrading the intercooler? And that is because this is truly a street build. Yes, if you're in Texas or Florida or California where the temps get super, super hot, then having a better efficient intercooler is always a great idea, but we're thinking we're gonna stick with this for the time being and save our money and put it elsewhere. So the trickiest part of this install is now getting this coupler down here and onto the turbo outlet. You can see I'm close, but it's like the last portion of like tucking it underneath. It seems to always pinch. This is going to be a 10 minutes or 15 minutes, hopefully not 20 minutes later session here where I'm gonna get this on and then I'll show you once it's in place.
1 hour later.
So after way too many attempts to try to get this on with that coupler on the intercooler, this might be the way to do it. Guys, post in the comments if you guys know of a quick and easy way to do this, but now that I have this here, what I'm gonna do is this coupler, you can see I just turn and now there it goes. Now it plops in here. Didn't think of this. Let's see if we can put this on the end here. Okay, that's not bad. Look at that.
Yeah.
We're still on there. Slide this down.
Maybe you've cracked the Subaru code.
Oh my goodness.
Here,
Can you imagine if
You've
I'm
innovated
the
a whole
first
new
one, that's
technology.
right, that's done this? Holy smokes. I think I may have spoken too soon. Getting that hose clamp to actually tighten on the coupler is basically impossible, and yeah, as you can see, trying to get to it, but I can't hold it with my hand and trying to, like, I'm just so blind trying to get in there. I had to bust out the camera here, and you can see I am now actually tightening this, but I definitely do not feel this is the right way. So we are on here, but post in the comments, let me know, is there like a quick and easy way to do this, or is this just normal Subaru things?
You know what the quick and easy way is, PT?
Do a front mount intercooler?
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Just go spend $2,000 on a front mount intercooler?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I figured, yeah. there we finally are. We have completed the engine bay on the STI, finished it off with this radiator shroud and this alternator cover plate from COBB, and it all has come together really well. I know what you guys are gonna say. This intercooler is an eyesore, and you've got me thinking that we should replace it. So the last piece of the puzzle is to update our off-the-shelf map with the Stage 2 FlexFuel map. So we're gonna load that into our access port, and now basically all the modifications we've done, this map is set up exactly for that. So it's literally as easy as this. One button push, and this is gonna update, and theoretically at this point, we can start this car up and go drive it. No going to the dyno, no having a custom tune. That really is the beauty of the off-the-shelf maps. And as long as you're doing what we've done, is install everything from COBB on here, this map will be spot on. I guess the final thing here is to start this thing up and hope that everything runs with no check engine light, DP. What do you think? Did we get this done properly?
We're professionals here.
First time around here?
We're true pros. It'll be fine.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
I know you guys are keen for us to get out on the road and show you the power of both the 93 octane and FlexFuel E85 tune, but I can't sit in this passenger seat anymore, PT. And since you won't let me drive, I gotta clean this interior because there's some nasty coffee stains on here. The carpets are filthy. The driver's seat's in okay shape too, although I see a stain on that lower cushion. So bear with us as we just give this interior a quick detail. It's actually in pretty good shape overall. There's no like tears or rips or burn marks, but it's just dirty. So let's clean it up. There you go. A quick cleanup was very effective on this car. To me, the most entertaining part was that front passenger seat with that big coffee stain, or maybe it was chocolate vape juice, BT? Could it have been chocolate vape juice? Coffee vape juice?
I don't know.
Who knows? I came in afterwards, as you saw, and like buffed the Alcantara out just to like kind of bring the fibers back to life, and the amount of like brown goo that was still coming out of that seat. But I do want to mention this new cart that we got from Simonize. This is their Platinum cart, and I think it's a really clever design. It's quite narrow, so it could go along like the side wall in your garage without taking up a lot of space. And it just very conveniently allows you to store like your 2-bucket wash system, your cleaners up here. And as you guys would have noticed, everything we use to clean the car is from Simonize, and they are available at Canadian Tire or Part Source. It's a Canadian brand, and we're really excited to be working with them. It's been such a great addition to our arsenal of tools here, and to be able to work with a legendary Canadian company is pretty awesome for us.
Oh man, I don't know what happened here, guys, but as you can see, I somehow, instead of turning on the GoPro in normal video mode, turned it on for hyperlapse. So I do sincerely apologize, but we lost this view for the footage here, the driving. However, the E85 portion of this video will have both cameras, so stay tuned for that one. So DP, first thing I'm gonna say is this shifter is noticeably better.
Is it?
Much more positive feel. Before there was a little bit of shake back and forth. See here?
Yep.
Nothing.
No, it's nice and tight.
It just feels nice. And I think we've got the height and everything set up perfectly. It's not like too short.
Okay.
It's just at that perfect, in my opinion, throw. So not a lot of effort. You can see it's just, man, it's really, really nice. I like it a lot. Now let's go to Sports Sharp.
Oh boy.
And here we go. Ready
right.
for 20 PSI of boost here?
Give me a hit. Okay. Okay.
DP.
It hustles.
Holy.
Second gear.
That's pretty good.
Feels
For
good.
stock turbo?
Yeah.
And we have some shrubbery here. So let's just, let's turn around here.
Quick U-turn here.
We'll do a full U-turn here. Look at the shrubbery.
Wow.
We're chopping some stuff down. Now, let's see,
Apparently.
can a Subaru make the full U-turn here?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
it. You
yeah,
got it.
yeah,
You did it.
I do.
Don't
We
hurt
did
that
it.
new front lip.
I
PT.
know. All right, I'll give you a send on the first gear. Whoa, man.
Oh yeah. It's good, man. It's really good. Really strong torque.
Yes.
It gives you a really good, strong initial hit. Which makes it feel fast.
Yes.
And then it carries quite well. Like typically with a stock turbo, you'd feel it fall off on the top.
Yeah.
But this carries really
That's
well.
what really surprises me a lot.
And we've got a dog wandering down the middle of the road here. What is with this road?
Well, you know.
Not just a dog, but a great
Oh yeah,
Dane.
look at him. He's running right next to us. It's all right. It's all right. I got him. I see him.
Who lets their dog just wander down
Yeah, I
the middle of the road?
know. Somebody does, but. Changing over to the E85, is it gonna be as easy as we thought? I was hoping we could just siphon the gas out through the gas tank, and it turns out that there's some flapper valve in there or something, because we can't get our gas extractor tube down inside of it. We tried and tried and tried. Of course, the internet also says the same thing, and they said go through this, I guess this is like the lift pump on this side that would transfer over to the other side. So I've got the gas tapper hooked up here, and now we're just gonna let it do its thing, probably 5-10 minutes, and it'll suck all the gas out. See, I've gotten smarter and realized, why should we be pouring jugs in like suckers when things like this exist? This is just a lift pump, and you can see, there it goes. No having to get your hands dirty, no having to stand here lifting 20 liters of fuel. As you can see, Golf E85. Dave and I have never used it, but we heard it's good quality stuff. So let's see what happens here. So we got that E85 in and ready for this.
I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna go first.
Hold
here.
on tight.
Quick pull here. Oh my God, DP. Oh my goodness.
Holy cow. That is a lot more. Wow. I mean, I looked at the graphs on COBB's website and it's significant power gains, but that felt like another 100 horsepower. That's wild.
That is crazy.
That is wild. That really
and
wakes
look,
it up.
I know we're talking about not crazy horsepower numbers in the realm of the internet here.
Well, yeah.
Let's just preface that. But
Yeah.
the difference is holy
significant.
crap.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
It's like 75 foot-pounds of torque in the mid-range that we're picking up on the 85 and like, 30-ish wheel horsepower.
And we are off. Holy. It's so smooth.
Wow,
man.
it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's worth mentioning that this engine is actually very low NVH, even with all the hard race mounts that we put in here. Like, there is no vibration from the engine at idle or when running. Like, it's very smooth.
Yeah. So the other thing that I think is worth noting is this is a close ratio 6-speed. And I've always found with high horsepower STIs, all you're doing is basically like shifting gears all the time. You feel like you're like banging gears because it revs out so quickly.
Yeah, true.
Where this setup here, like it's properly matched, right? Because it is still a stock turbo.
Yes.
And it's not like so much power that it like just has to run through the revs super quickly, right?
Yeah.
So, oh man.
Man, it hits.
It hits good.
And the shifter is really nice, I gotta say. Now that I've sort of thought about it more, it is shorter throws, but it's not high effort.
No.
A lot of times when you go to shorter throws, it feels like it's really heavy and a little notchy somehow, but this still feels really good.
Yeah, wow, man.
And just like the roll-on power.
Look at that. Oh,
so good. And it's so smooth.
It is.
Like, I just love that roll-on response. I could do that all day.
Yeah.
So
it feels nice. Like, wow, I never thought you would think a turbo that this small could produce this kind of power. Like,
it's so responsive.
So nice.
It's all that mountain of mid-range torque just makes it feel so responsive.
Never thought I'd like a Subaru so much as this one, DP.
I mean, I've always liked Subarus, but this one was a bit of a painful journey.
It was.
But in the end, it turned into a heck of a fun car to drive.
My goodness, did it ever. And it just goes to show sometimes keeping things stockish really works well.
I mean, this package is very compelling, for sure. And it's not an inexpensive one, is it?
No. So there is quite a bit of money to be spent on the Stage 2 parts from COBB. The beauty is you don't have to do it all at once. You can kind of build up to it. You can get parts, the intake, all that stuff. Or you just spend the money like we did all up front, put it together, and it's so fun. It's like daily drivable, and I think the most enticing thing about this is that it is going to be very reliable. Like I don't feel like I'm walking on eggshells with this engine, or anything like that. Like it's all manageable. It feels like, okay, the turbo's still happy, the engine's still happy, the gearbox is happy, the clutch is happy.
It's true, it feels like a package you could beat on, which isn't something that we necessarily associate with Subarus. Obviously there's, concerns about reliability there, but this feels like a bulletproof package. All in all, I think the end product, to me, is so much more satisfying than I thought it was going to be in my mind. I thought maybe it was going to be a little underwhelming at the power levels that we built it to, but on the street, it's like the perfect amount of power.
Yeah, because the torque comes in early, the horsepower comes in later, you know what I mean? And it just like kind of carries, so you have a very flat torque curve, which is what you want for the street, and it's just a lot of fun. Like this is a true street car that you can enjoy every day, drive to and from work, and COBB has like economy mode, so the days that you're like, you want to run around and just chill and try to actually get like good fuel economy, that exists.
It's there, and with this exhaust system and this intake, you get all the cool noises, but not too much of any noise. Like it's a very mature sounding car.
So. All right, we've probably talked a little bit too much for the algorithm here, so we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. Certainly post in the comments what you thought of this build, and if you'd like to see more of it. We thank you guys so much for the support and continuing to watch us, and we do have a Patreon if you're looking to support us in ways like that. And there is a merch store coming probably in the next month or two. In the next month. Something is in my throat. Probably in the next month or two, so be sure to look out for that one. And I need a drink of water.
Let's regroup.
We are out.